of state of Maharashtra. After the independence, there was a large-scale demand for reconstruction of state on linguistic basis. From the beginning of 20th century, many scholars had begun to express the thoughts on unification of Marathi-speaking people. Because of the many people's efforts, the state of Maharashtra formed. So, how the Maharashtra state formed, that we learn in this lesson. Formation of state of Maharashtra. After the independence, there was a large-scale demand for reconstruction of state on linguistic basis. Before independence, India was divided into provinces and princely states. When India gained independence, there was need of reforming the states. There were lot of discussion that had taken place on how state should be reformed. What should be the basis for the reconstruction of state? Many were in favor of reconstructing the state on the basis of language. Even the desires of creation of Maharashtra state out of the Marathi-speaking regions of eastward Mumbai, Hyderabad and Madhya Pradesh stirred up in order to give recognition to Marathi language. From 1946 onward, these desires took the shape of movement called Sanyukta Maharashtra movement, through which the leaders presented their demands of Sanyukta Maharashtra, that is, unification of Marathi-speaking regions into one state of Maharashtra, and passed the resolution of Sanyukta Maharashtra in the Sahitya Sammelan at Belgaum on 12th May 1946. संयुक्त महाराष्ट्र परिषद. संयुक्त महाराष्ट्र परिषद on 28 July, Maharashtra Ekikaran Parishad was called at Mumbai. To put forward the demand of unification of Marathi-speaking regions, a parishad called Maharashtra Ekikaran Parishad or Sanyukta Maharashtra Parishad was formed. On 20th July 1946, the parishad was called at Mumbai and Shankar Rao Dev was the president. The parishad passed a resolution that all Marathi-speaking regions of Mumbai's central provinces as well as of Marathwada and Gomantak should be included in one state. Children Marathwada then was in Hyderabad state. Dar Commission and JVP Committee. On 17 June 1947, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the President of Constituent Assembly, established the Dar Commission under the chairmanship of Justice S.K. Dar for forming linguistic provinces. On 10 December 1948, the report of the Commission was published, but the issue remained unsolved. JVP Committee. To study the condition of creating linguistic provinces, the Congress appointed a committee on 29 December 1948. It included Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel and Patabhi Sitaramaiah. Here, Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, and Patabhi Sitaramaiah. It is known by the initial of these members as JVP Committee. The report suggested that Congress accepted the concept of linguistic state in principle, but the time was not proper for it. Severe response was seen throughout Maharashtra against this report. During that time, Senapati Bapat organized rallies for awakening of people. Acharya Atre got past the proposal of Sanyukta Maharashtra with Mumbai in the Mumbai Municipal Corporation. It got passed by 50 against 35 votes. Due to it, the desire that Mumbai should be included in Maharashtra was proven. Now, commissions for reconstruction of state. Government of India appointed a commission for reconstruction of state. This commission was appointed on 29 December 1953 under the chairmanship of Justice Fazal Ali. This commission presented their proposal on 10 October 1955. This proposal advocated for the creation of bilingual Mumbai state. Bilingual Mumbai state. Nagpur Pact. Marathi people of all regions should resolve to make one state was the purpose of signing the Nagpur Pact in 1953. That times the leaders from Marathi-speaking regions of Mumbai and other states came together. They signed the pact to form the state of Marathi-speaking people. According to this pact, Sanyukta Maharashtra was formed, including the current region of Western Maharashtra, Vidarbha, along with Marathwada. Assurance was given that ample finance will be provided for developmental work, technical and vocational education. Government services will be provided in accordance with the population of this particular region. Once in a year, an assembly session will be held in Nagpur. Now, later, the struggle for the formation of Maharashtra with Mumbai began, demanding the creation of the Sanyukta Maharashtra with Mumbai and Vidarbha. There were protests that took place on a huge scale against the separation of Mumbai from Maharashtra. Nagpur Pact, see here. The Marathi people of all regions should resolve to make the state was the purpose of signing the Nagpur Pact in 1953. According to this pact, Sanyukta Maharashtra was formed, including the Western Maharashtra and Vidarbha along with Marathwada. In 1956, as per the amendment of the Constitution, Article 371 was included in it. Nagpur Pact, the equitable finance provision for developmental work. ample finance for technical, vocational education, provision of state government service. Assembly session once in a year should be held in Nagpur. The struggle of Marathi-speaking people for formation of Maharashtra with Mumbai had begun. A huge meeting was held on the Kamgar Maidan in Mumbai. At that time, Shankarrao Dev said, "We will oppose the separation of Mumbai from Maharashtra up to our last breath." The emotions and the demands of the people took the form of public agitation. Women also spontaneously started the participation in it. Savitribai Gore, Ismat Chugatai, Durga Bhagwat, Tara Reddy, Charushila Gupta, Kamalatai More, Sultana Johari, and many other women were participating in it. On 7th November 1955, there was a meeting of labor, various labor organizations, Communist, Praja Socialist, Socialist, Peasants and Workers Party, Jana Sangh, etc. All these political parties participated in it. Comrade Shripad Amrut Dange presides over it. Here, S.M. Joshi proposed a resolution that Sanyukta Maharashtra with Mumbai and Vidarbha should be created. Beginning of actual conflicts. Discontent among the Marathi-speaking people was growing. A grand march led by Senapati Bapat was taken to Vidhan Sabha. Morarji Desai was the chief minister of that time. The government declared a ban. The police started lathi charge and used tear gas. On that evening, an open meeting was conducted on Kamgar Maidan with the mob of around 50,000. Comrade Dange guided the people to accelerate the struggle for the Sanyukta Maharashtra movement. On 21st November 1955, decision of one-day token strike was taken. Establishment of Sanyukta Maharashtra Samiti. The issues of the demand of the Marathi-speaking people started becoming complicated. Discontent spread throughout the state. On 6 February 1956, a meeting was conducted under the chairmanship of Keshavrao Jedhe at Tilak Smarak Mandir in Pune. The Samiti declared its executive council. The comrade Shripad Amrut Dange as the president, Dr. T.R. Naravne as the vice president, and S.M. Joshi as the general secretary were selected. G.T. Madholkar, Acharya P.K. Atre, Madhu Dandavate, Prabodhankar Keshav Thakre, Y.K. Savni played an important role in the establishing the Samiti. At the same time, Senapati Bapat, Kranti Singh Nana Patil, Lalji Pense, Ahilyabai Ranganekar contributed immensely to the Sanyukta Maharashtra movement. They spread the movement to the rural part of Maharashtra. When it was clear that Mumbai will not be included in Maharashtra at that time, there arose a huge public agitation. In this movement, 106 people became martyrs in the firing opened by the state government. In memory of the 106 sons of Maharashtra who became martyrs for the formation of the Sanyukta Maharashtra, the Hutatma Smarak was erected in Mumbai near the Flora Fountain. On 1st November 1956, the bilingual Mumbai state came into existence. Later in 1957, Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha and the Mumbai Municipal Corporation's elections were held. Sayukta Maharashtra Samiti got grand success. These results made it clear that the voters were against the bilingual states and in favor of the Sayukta Maharashtra. Contributions of the Marathi newspapers and the Shahis. In this movement, the role of newspapers was important. Prabodhan, Kesari, Sakal, Navakal, Navayug, Prabhat, many such newspapers work for the awakening of the people. Acharya Atre started the Maratha newspapers which played an important role in the Sanyukta Maharashtra movement. Balasaheb Thackeray took up the pen name Mavla and drew caricatures to make the movement comprehensive. Lok Shahir Annabhau Sate, Shahir Amar Sheikh and Shahir D.N. Gavankar, through their the writing aroused the public awakening on the large scale. The Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the mounted on the horse on the Pratapgarh, was to be done at the hands of the Prime Ministers, the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, on 30th November 1957. At that time, the Sanyukta Maharashtra Samiti decided to make a huge demonstration under the leadership of the Bhai Madhavrao Bagal. Leaders like the S.M. Joshi, N.G. Gore, Jayantrao Tilak, P.K. Atre, Uddhavrao Patil were present. Severe demonstrations were made at the Pasarni Ghat and Polatpur. The Samiti succeeded in making the Pandit Nehru aware of the condition as well as of the sentiments of the Marathi-speaking people. And in that times, those leaders were present. The severe demonstrations were made at the Pasarni Ghat and the Polatpur. The central government favored the making of the Maharashtra due to the agitation led by the Sanyukta Maharashtra Samiti. At this instance, Indira Gandhi, the president of the Congress, supported the Sanyukta Maharashtra movement. The central government consented the two linguistic states, the Maharashtra and Gujarat. In April 1960, the Parliament passed the Mumbai Reorganizations Act. According to this act, Maharashtra state was formed on the 1st May 1960. At the dawn of the 1st May 1960, in the special ceremony at the Raj Bhavan, on the occasion of the Labour Day, Pandit Nehru officially announced the formation of the Maharashtra state. Yashwantrao Chauhan accepted the responsibility as the first Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Thank you, students.